You're a new photographer, you would like to learn the proper ways of exposing your images in Adobe Lightroom? Hi, my name is Sam. I'm a wedding photographer and filmmaker, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to perfectly expose your images in Adobe Lightroom so that when you deliver them to your client, they will be really impressed with the job you've done, and when you post them to social media, then you can wow your friends and family. Let's dive right in. All right, so step number one is you want to obviously open Lightroom. And then step number two is to import your photos. Depending on how many pictures you have, it might take some time. So I've already imported the images that I would like to edit now. So then I'm gonna pick an image that I find is it's perfectly balanced in terms of how much highlights there are versus how much shadows there are. So this is the image that I chose for this demonstration. So then once you import an image, it'll show all your photos in the gallery, in the library down here. And then so we'll pick an image. This is the one I selected. You want to go to the develop modules. This is where you'll see all of the sliders. The first thing I would recommend you take a look at is the histogram right here. This will show you whether the image is properly exposed or not. These mountains or those peaks are just showing you your pixels, if you will. And if a lot of your pixels are slated to the left, then it shows that your image is underexposed, and if it's to the right, then it's overexposed. And ideally, you want to bring your slider right down the middle where majority of the pixels will be. So you ideally are looking for, if you're going for a balanced image, just a decently exposed image, you want all of your pixels to be right in that middle, creating a more or less a bell curve or a mountain, if you will. And so this is how this is the final product. And if I click on previous, this is what the original photo looked like. And so I slide it to the right, and this would be the ideal rightfully exposed image. Now, having said that, best practice, like I said, is to keep majority of your pixels to the left or to the middle. However, there are some photographers stylistically who like to expose a little to the right. Those like light and airy images, and there are others who prefer a darker style of photography and they'll expose slightly to the left. There is no right or wrong. It's just a matter of preference and style, if you will. But for this demonstration, this is what a properly exposed image would look like. Now, a histogram, depending on if you have some of the relatively newer cameras, if you have mirrorless cameras, you can enable the histogram on your camera. So when you're taking pictures throughout the day, for every image that you try to capture, you'll have a histogram. So I prefer to get it right on camera, so that way when I get back to my my computer, I have a lot less work to do. And I would highly recommend that if you have a camera that has an integrated histogram, that you enable in your camera. So this is basically how to expose an image correctly. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to properly white balance your image. So if you like this kind of content, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, you like this content, and I'll have a lot more of this tutorial coming next. Thank you and goodbye.